Hey, great stuff. I'm back and I'm trying to respect the differences between us. Like I said in my last video, even though it went on too long, my last video went on too long, I'm trying to still respect the differences between me and you, really, so that you can be a part of my voice and see that the differences are enormous. The differences are enormous. We are miles apart and we have very little common ground. We have very little common ground. So how can I make ground between us? How can I make something which is the open space of windows and doors, gardens, roads, countryside, towns, cities, everything that makes us apart. It's all there. It's all in between my words and your ears. Yeah. So how can I respect that? How can I respect that? Uh, we have to see. We have to see people. That's the only way we can respect the differences between us. We have to see all kinds of people, everyone in between us, and the way that they go about their business, and the way they are different to us. Now you may think, well, what is love? What is love if they haven't got it? Because we have got it. We have got love, and I don't want to boost my ego or anything, but if we have love, we must accept that love doesn't happen everywhere. Not everyone has love. And that's where we got to separate ourselves. That's where we got to say, well, look, we've got love, but that person there who looks the same as us, 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, body, they haven't got love. They don't see what we see. They are completely different. They are miles different, miles and miles different. People who start wars and fight in wars and things like that are miles different to anyone else. They're not the same. We may think, but look, he was attacked. He was this, that, and the other. Or even a gang fight. Even a turf war. What happens? Why do people fight? Why do people fight? That wasn't us. Don't get me wrong. We're not fighting. That's not us. We're not fighting. We deserve the knowledge of ourselves. And we need to love that knowledge. We need to love that knowledge as an empty face looking for a rose in a garden. And when we find that rose, we know we have found what we can share. We can share the beauty of a garden made for our own heaven. Yeah, made for our own heaven. So there you go. We are not the same as other people, but that is the world around us. That is all happening now, and it is the world around us. I can speak about the expression of desire as being a character. And I've mentioned characters. I know I've mentioned a lot about characters. But what do we say about desire and characters? How do we make a character actually fulfill our desire, or become very quiet and interesting, and then loud and mighty, and not aggressive, not angry, but loud, noisy, and forceful. That is not the same as being aggressive and angry. Loud and forceful is not the same as being aggressive and angry. Expressing yourself loudly is a sign of confidence. And if it is the truth, if you can speak the truth loudly and confidently, then you know that people will hear you, and you will be able to stand apart as somebody who can be quiet as well, who doesn't have to be loud, who can be soft and quiet. And there we have our differences between the angry person and the quiet and reserved person. So what happens when we get angry? What happens when it's best to just keep quiet. It's just best to keep quiet. Don't get angry. Angry is really unnecessary. It's not necessary at all. Everyone says, "Oh, we get angry. People get angry," but you don't have to. You don't have to get angry. You can invert it. You can say, "Well, I'm angry at that person." Then you can invert it. You can say, "Well, actually, use another part. Use what's underneath you to actually get to know them. Don't use what's in your head. Don't use what's in your head. Use another part of you to combat the anger and get to know the person as understanding rather than anger." Yeah. So that is the world between us, and I hope I've respected it and made it part of something we can understand. But good people are us, and bad people we don't know about. We never know about the bad people. All we see is the fighting and the wars and the hate. That's all we see. We don't see exactly who they are. We never see who they are because they're always hidden behind anger and rage and destruction. Remember the good people. We can't share much, but we can share the interchangeable voices of ourselves. I can be your voice, you can be mine. I can be your voice simply by talking about it. By saying I want to be your voice, I can be your voice and you can be mine. And that way we can be one, and we can build ourselves towards something which is not visible at the moment, but it is there and it is growing, and it will be our strength in the future. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Yeah. Okay, I've said enough. I'll leave it there and wish you a very happy Thursday morning. Catch you later. See ya. Bye.